In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to read a Charles Schwab 1099-B. Understanding your 1099-B is an essential part of managing your investments, especially when it comes to tax time. This document shows your investment sales, including stocks, ETFs, options, and more. It is crucial for calculating your capital gains or losses for taxes. Now let's explore what the 1099-B is for. It reports detailed information about your transactions. This includes what you sold, such as stocks or ETFs, when you bought and sold it, how much you sold it for, and your profit or loss. This information is very important because it goes into your tax forms like Schedule D and Form 8949. Let's break down the main sections of a Schwab 1099-B. First, we have the description of the investment. Here you'll see entries like 100 shares of AAPL or Vanguard ETF shares. This section tells you exactly what you traded. It might seem straightforward, but keeping track of each investment is key to understanding your overall portfolio performance. Next, we have the date acquired and date sold. The date acquired is when you bought the investment, and the date sold is when you sold it. This distinction is used to determine whether your gain is short-term or long-term. Short-term is considered 1 year or less and is usually taxed at a higher rate. Long-term is more than 1 year and generally benefits from lower tax rates. This differentiation is important because it can significantly affect your tax liability. Moving on, we have the proceeds in box 1A. This is the total money you received when selling your investment. For example, if you sold shares for $5,000, that amount is your proceeds. Think of it as what you got back from the transaction. Following that is the cost basis in box 1E. This represents what you originally paid for the investment, including any fees. For instance, if you bought shares for $3,000, that is your cost basis. Think of this as what it cost you initially. Understanding the cost basis is crucial because it helps you determine your true gain or loss on the sale. Now, let's talk about the gain or loss. Fortunately, Schwab usually calculates this for you. The gain is simply your proceeds minus the cost basis. For example, if your proceeds were $5,000 and your cost basis was $3,000, you would have a $2,000 gain. This is the amount that impacts your taxes, so it's important to understand how it is derived. Next up is the wash sale adjustment in box 1G. This section shows losses that are temporarily disallowed. This happens if you sold a stock at a loss and then bought it back quickly. The wash sale rule prevents you from claiming a loss on a security if you purchase a substantially identical one within 30 days. This is crucial to keep in mind to avoid any tax issues. Finally, we have covered versus non-covered securities. Covered securities mean that Schwab reports your cost basis to the IRS. Non-covered securities mean you may need to calculate the basis yourself. Knowing this helps ensure you're reporting accurately on your taxes. Once you understand these sections, you'll use the 1099-B to fill out Form 8949 and Schedule D. Form 8949 details each trade, while Schedule D summarizes your total gains or losses. With that, you now have a solid understanding of how to read a Charles Schwab 1099-B. Remember, mastering this document can make tax time much less stressful. Thanks for watching, and happy investing.